For more than 2 decades, Super Cindy has been a major presence in South Florida radio. While her professional life was flourishing, personally, she was living in fear, tormented by domestic violence, keeping the secret. Radio silence for 8 years. Tonight, for the first time on TV, Cindy talks about the abuse, telling us how she went from victim to survivor.
Your girl Super Cindy, where
you've heard the voice.
Your girl Super Cindy and live in the studio.
One of the most recognizable in South Florida radio.
So talk a little bit about the journey, because
Super Cindy spent more than 2 decades as a radio host, notably behind the mic for popular hip-hop station 99 Jams. She got her big break by interning back in 2001. The sky was the limit ever since.
They know the history of Big Lip and Super, how we changed the game in radio.
Cindy interviewed countless celebrities and musicians, attended star-studded award shows.
You look good.
Cindy kept it real on the airwaves. She was relatable and connected with listeners. She'd meet them at events and festivals, eventually becoming a staple in the community.
The community has always been the battery in my back and my whole entire radio career.
Even launching a nonprofit to mentor and help the next generation.
I love my community so much.
Cindy garnered great success inside and outside of the studio, earning her own awards and proclamations, being honored not only in South Florida by community leaders and politicians, but also at the White House. Behind her tireless work and her bright smile, Cindy suffered in silence, holding a big secret until she couldn't any longer.
I am a survivor of domestic abuse. First of all, I couldn't believe that it was happening to me.
Cindy says she suffered for 8 years. Her abuser was not only her boyfriend, but also her manager, controlling both her personal and professional life.
I did the community show at 99 Jams. I was interviewing women in distress and all these organizations, yet I was go home and be abused.
A confident voice on the airwaves, used to empower and inform, was slowly fading. When it came to her life, there was radio silence.
I was on the radio screaming, girl power, queens don't compete, let's do this. But in my personal life, I was broken, sad, going crazy.
It took Cindy 4 times to leave her abuser. She finally left for good in October 2023, all because of one move.
It ended because he attacked me in public. I was like, that's it.
Cindy obtained a restraining order and went into hiding. She left Miami and took a leave of absence from 99 Jams. When she returned back to the radio station several months later, she says it wasn't the same. So she made the difficult decision to leave the job she loved.
And as the days just went by, I was more and more miserable. And as soon as I get off the air, I'm crying.
It's been a long road for Cindy. She's still recovering from the abuse and torment. This is the first time she's talking about it on TV, despite her fears.
I don't want to name him, show a picture of him with his face blurred out, nothing, because it is not about him. It is about surviving this. The fact that I kept it a secret for so long, how many other victims are being silent right now?
Every victim has to find their time.
Dr. Delvina Thomas is a board-certified psychiatrist who treated Cindy for 3 years.
She's still having a lot of challenges, as she should be. This is fresh. This is not like it was 30 years ago or 20 years ago. Her healing is still evolving.
Dr. Delvina says when a person leaves an abuser, they have to rediscover themselves because they're now someone different, someone the abuser was able to change and mold.
Go back to who you were. Find ways, healthy ways to live life on a consistent basis, so that way you're able to balance the stress.
Cindy was able to turn to her faith and therapy. She's now learning how to forgive.
I don't know how I'm here, but it has to be God, because I should not be here. The things that were said and done to me should have taken me out.
The voice that was forced to be silenced is now adjusting her tone.
I want to use my voice, the voice that I built for 25 years. If I could save somebody, inspire anybody, trust me, this courage didn't come from anywhere. I prayed for this courage.
She's taking back the mic in her personal life, making sure you are hearing
Super Cindy and
loud and clear.
I'm here and I'm not going nowhere if God has anything to do with it. So.
And Cindy is still going through the motions. She tells me some days are better than others, but the purpose of her telling her story is to help save a life. She says she doesn't have all the answers, but she's hoping to inspire. If you are experiencing domestic abuse, domestic violence, you are not alone. Help is available to you. Call the Florida Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-500-1119.